Hello everybody and welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'll be bringing you today's episode. So today's episode is going to be regarding some of the more just fun strategies, the slightly different strategies. They're kind of based off some of the main strategies or some of the more common strategies, just with slight variations or possible opening moves. As we've talked about before, there's really only 4 core strategies in craps. That's it. There are basically 4 core ways to play. Then everything else is just a tweak off of that, adding your own spin, adding hedges, or combining some of the strategies or different ways of approaching them. So these are based off of those spins, those variants. Some of them are more opening moves because there are some quote-unquote strategies where it's more the plan for the first 2 or 3 rolls, and then after that it expands into something else that is then able to be used with any type of strategy you may prefer, from power presses to mid presses to regressions, anything along those lines. So today we're going to talk about one of the most popular ones that we've had on this channel, and it is more of an opening gambit or an opening strategy than anything else. We'll probably do some live rolls for these 3 strategies. Once we finish it up, we'll put that on there for our patrons. All those weekly exclusive videos. If you're curious about that, just check the description of the video down below. We're putting out quite a bit of content out there. And let's see. So what this one is starting out with 60 in action. Now this strategy you can play on any lower limit table, $10, $15 table minimums. People talk about how those are hard to find. No, they're not. A $5 table is next to impossible to find. A $10 table is actually relatively easy to find if you go off of the strip and away from downtown. But even downtown or on the strip, center strip, obviously the heavy action, the big high-end casinos, you're not going to find a $10 table. But you go way north, way south, you got a chance at finding a $10 table, especially midweek, especially during the day. Downtown, it's a little bit tougher. They have smaller pits, but you have a chance, especially during the day, during midweek. But if you get outside of either one of those 2 areas to where really the majority of the casinos are not on the strip. There's a ton of casinos here in Vegas, mostly locals casinos and stuff like that. So all the Stations, all the Boyds, and some of the other offshoots. You're going to find $10 and $15 tables. It's going to be a lot easier. You're going to find $10 and $15 tables on Friday night at a lot of these places. Depends how big their pits are and such like that. But so this strategy is designed for those $10 and $15 tables. You could, of course, scale it up if you wanted to. You could just double everything. So you could certainly scale it up if you wanted to. And this one we called the 6 and 8 Elevate because it started out with $60 in action. And basically you're looking at $61. You're looking at investing $61 per shooter. The strategy that you use after your initial investment is entirely up to you. It's based off basically one hit. Once the point is established, and the point does not matter, you're still going to place, even if the point, well, 7's not going to set a point, a 5. So even if the point were a 6 or 8, you would still place it just like this. You would still place the point. Okay. Now we're picking the 6 and 8. Why are we picking the 6 and 8? One, for the amount of the initial investment, but mostly because of the frequency. There are 36 combinations of the dice. 6 of them lose. There's 1 in 6 chance of a 7 rolling. Out of those 36 combinations of the dice, 6 of them are a 7. So if you take those 6 out, you have 30 non-losing combinations of the dice. Right here holds 10 of them. You have 5 ways for a 6 to roll and 5 ways for an 8 to roll. So that means that between these 2 numbers, you have a 1 in 3 chance of one of these numbers hitting, assuming the roll doesn't lose. Right? We're not going to worry about, we're not going to plan for a loser. You're planning for anything that isn't a 7. So you've got a 1 in 3 chance of this roll. And that's pretty high probability for one of these numbers to roll. So regardless of which number rolls, as soon as you get a hit, you're going to throw $1 in. Why are you throwing $1? Well, let's take a look. Either one of these pay $35, okay? So let's stack it up and let's take a look at what we have to work with. We have $96 to work with. Those of you that have seen this video before or are very, very familiar with dice might see a correlation there between 96 and what else you can do with that. So you're going to take your bets down and you're going to tell the dealer, take me to 96 across. You're going to go 96 across including. And that's why I call this an opening move, because you're at this point, you actually haven't transitioned into any kind of strategy that you're doing. At this point, you're also not trying to make money yet. You're just trying to get every single number at a slightly lower cost. Instead of $96, you spent $61. Saved you a little bit of money. It's almost like a 50% bonus here. Now from here, you get to do whatever you want. Now go into your strategy. What's your strategy? Maybe your strategy is to press it up to the green, take a hit, and regress down. Maybe your strategy is to sister press your numbers. Maybe your strategy is to do the funnel method that we're going to talk about in the next video. Maybe your strategy is just to do a mid press, or even just to do a same bet over and over and over again, or press one unit. As we know, press one unit is one of the most underrated and strongest strategies out there. Thank you everybody for the coffees, by the way. Really, really appreciate that. So yeah, once you're set up, do what you want. You have choices. You have options. You only invested $61 into this shooter. That means if you buy in for, say, $600, you're looking at having 10 shooters worth of action. That's generally what you're looking for, is to have 10 shooters worth of investment available to you. So, yeah, there you guys go. The 6 and 8 Elevate was one of our most popular strategies. It actually was evaluated by a few other channels as well. It's useful and it's fun. You've got a high probability of it hitting, a 1 in 3 chance. You've got a high probability of being able to expand it out. And once you've expanded out, you can do whatever the heck you want with it. Last night, we had an hour and 10-minute roll. So something like this hits into an hour and 10-minute roll, you're making some money, especially if you're going with a mid press, press one unit, or power press type strategy. So I hope you guys find this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, or at least just plain fun. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye now. Thank you everybody for watching today's video, and as promised, a little bit more detail on things that we are working on. So again, we want to continue trying to expand the channel. We're really hoping to be able to add roulette as soon as possible, and then some video keno, video slots, stuff along those lines. Unfortunately, it ate up almost all of our cash, paying off all of our bills during the month of January while we were down. And now that the holidays have ended, YouTube's payouts have dropped significantly. So we're kind of treading water here as far as all that goes. Do have a lot of things we want to add, though. Not just those things, those additional games, and hopefully some carnival games and such like that, but the live streams. The biggest problem right now with the live streams is with 3 jobs combined between the 2 of us, 4 if I include the 20 to 30 hours a week I'm putting into the YouTube channel. It's very, very difficult for me to have a day and time that I can commit to doing the live stream every single week, because we also have our very young child to take care of. But I'm trying to figure that out. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being on Monday nights or Tuesday afternoons, or possibly both. I intend to do at least one live stream exclusively for our patrons, and then another one on the YouTube channel. So possibly both days. We also have a few other things that we really want to attempt to move forward on. I'm just running into either time or skill set issues. I do want to eventually have a website going for us. I did used to program websites over a decade ago. A lot of things have changed, and I just don't have that time. And not a whole lot of knowledge on the current state of building websites, hosting what sites can host, and how to build up the e-commerce stuff. So if anybody has any skill sets along those lines and would like to answer some questions or just help us out, shoot us an email, sincitylivingLV@gmail.com. Also, I really hope to be able to start adding some exclusive stuff from Sin City Living, logoed shirts, hats. I'm looking to get custom dice made, even custom layouts made, although those would be pretty expensive. But I know zero about e-commerce and drop shipping and anything along those lines. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, please email me. I would love to ask you some questions and see if you can answer a few to help me figure out how to get that going. Same thing with designing our logos. You know, I had some logos designed, very, very small logos, unfortunately, not big enough to blow up to put on T-shirts and stuff like that. And again, I know next to nothing. I know nothing about logo design, graphic design, any kind of websites that could do it. I literally know nothing. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, also please email me, and you're willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. I'll admit I don't even know where to start as far as asking some questions, but I'm sure I'll ask a few, and that'll trigger a few more, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's that, and of course we do hope to continue to improve our AV setup, but I am an AV moron, so also right there, if you have any skill sets or knowledge in that area, please email me, and are willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. We would love to help. Otherwise, again, thank you everybody for watching, and we're very excited to continue bringing you our videos. Bye now.